morally mature observation about the recent events in Israel must lead us to the conclusion that the educational systems that have been in play for a few generations at least have failed to produce moral people or morally savvy people. Where do people learn morality? Where does it come from? Some argue whether the morality is taught at home or morality is taught in school. Neither is the answer. What do you mean morality comes from home? Where did the home learn morality? Parents are supposed to raise their children with moral teachings and moral guidance. Where do the parents get it from? The school is supposed to provide it. Where does a school get it from? Learning chemistry, studying history, philosophy makes people moral? How can anyone still believe that? It's obvious that wherever this moral education is supposed to come from, it hasn't arrived. Barbarism, the butchery, sheer glee in murdering and taking lives. This is not a political event. This is not even frustration. This is sheer enjoyment of the lowest, most inhumane kind, without guilt. Where is the moral fiber? The claim itself by these terrorists is they don't care about politics. So going to college, getting a degree, having a PhD does not make you a better person. It's not even intended to. It just makes you a more informed person. What has that got to do with morality? In some way, a more informed, a more educated, and a more articulate person is more dangerous because there's no morality behind that intelligence. Germany was supposed to teach us that lesson, loudly and clearly. Educated, sophisticated, appreciation for the arts, for philosophy, for music. No morality. None. So did that change the world? Did it wake us up and make us realize that we're just not teaching morality and therefore can't expect it from people? And it's not just a group of people in Gaza. Humankind is only one thinly disguised layer of sophistication and humanity that covers up a basic, unchanged brutality. We are barbarians, and we haven't done anything about it. And just to prove it, right on key, the student body at Harvard came out with a statement that all the violence going on in the Middle East right now is because of Israeli occupation. Only somebody so educated can be that cruel. First of all, are there not two sides to every conflict? How can you be so naive? And number two, beheading infants? That's what you call violence? You can't distinguish between butchery and political protest? Is there not a difference between a person saying, I regret I have but one life to give for my country, versus saying, I regret I only killed one child today? It's really sad. Secular wisdom has not produced morality. As long as the Torah morality was still functional, because we kind of got a little piece of it, a little glimpse of it from our grandparents, there was still some conscience and some intelligence to our morality. Today, it's purely secular, man-made nonsense that is a thinly disguised barbarism. If we could learn at least this lesson and start teaching morality, and the only source for that information is the Torah the way the Jewish sages interpret it, and maybe stop with the experiments on improving on the Torah with new religious beliefs that are supposed to be superior, they haven't been superior. They just made people feel superior. So, if anything, it's a real wake-up call. Secular knowledge does not produce good people. And the good people we have, thank God, are good despite their education, not from their education. They're good because they're good people, despite their religion, not because of their religion. It's so obvious. We need to grow up.